Hello, hello, hello. Checking in with you guys. So, as you can see from the title, sorry, I'm trying to get, I'm over here at work, still doing work. That might work. All right, so as you guys see from the title, no, that's not going to work. Hold on. Okay. Nope. Sorry, y'all, I'm trying to get it together. Okay, so as you see from the title, I wanted to check in with you guys to just talk a little bit about compassion. Some people like to call compassion fatigue burnout. They're not necessarily the same, but they are very closely related. Hey Logan, how you doing? Hey, how you? So yeah, so I was just talking about kind of what I wanted to talk about in this video because compassion fatigue is very, very real. And I know that a lot of people that tune into my channel are in different areas where they are dealing with people on a day-to-day level and continuously having to exhibit empathy and compassion to others. So I know some people are med students or nurses or teachers or just wanting to be. And I know that myself as an educator and as some would call an empath, that I too can relate closely to the subject of compassion fatigue because it can be extremely real. It can be extremely draining. And if you don't have a level of self awareness, and if you are not intentional about your self care and what that really looks like for you, it can definitely have a negative toll not only on you, but in the lives of those who you really care about a lot because you wouldn't have got to the place of fatigue if you didn't care. So yeah, as you guys are logging in, just feel free to chime in. Just kind of want to make this a discussion to really see what you guys feel about it, and like if you have felt at any point in time that you have suffered through compassion fatigue. If so, like what did that look like for you, and how were you able to start working through that? So I'll just say, as a high school educator, I love my kids. Like I love my kids. And everybody that's close to me, they know how much I love my kids. But when I tell you, it can be so draining sometimes. Like they deal with so many issues outside of the classroom that it is ridiculous. And one thing I just do not like is when people try to brush off kids because they're kids, as though they don't deal and internalize with things and different issues in their life. Um, I don't know. Give me a second. Let me move off. But yeah, um, I think our kids, they deal with, have all the coping skills that they need in order to successfully navigate all of the issues that they're going through. And so you got to think about it, like if you got full grown adults and maybe yourself that can't always deal with the issues that comes your way, imagine what teenagers and preteens are going through, who for some of them all they have seen is dysfunction, and they haven't had any true healthy of dealing with stress to look upon. And so it's something that I see on a day to day. It's something that I'm trying to help give my kids like other outlets that are on a path of less destruction, because a lot of these kids are angry. Like they're just very, very angry. And so like on a day to day, hearing all their different stories and just continuing to grow that rapport with them, like they share a lot of things. And some of these things can be very heavy. And so I know that I have to check in with myself every day, and I got to do some woo sign, because it's like I do care, and I can't get to a point where I take everything home with me, because it's something that you can easily do, and you just have to have that space where you can really vent those thoughts and those feelings out in a healthy way. And so for me, I know I try to keep a journal to write some of these things out. And so I always have journals that I usually give away to people. So shout out to you guys if y'all watching and I've sent you a journal. If not, send me an email. I will make sure that I get you a journal. But I'm very big on like journaling and being able to get your thoughts out. Hey, somebody else just jumped on the line. Feel free to chime in. I'm just talking a little bit about compassion fatigue and just dealing with teenagers and trying to help them find ways to cope with their day-to-day issues. And like I said, some of them can be like small, but to them they're like huge. They're everything to them because that's all they know. Like, we speak from a point of wisdom because we've been there and done that. But when you're going through something in that moment, like, when wisdom sometimes is just not enough for these kids. Like, we can talk and talk and talk and talk. One of my kids told me yesterday, like, Miss Grunwell, like, I mean, we know you care, but these are boys, obviously. They're like, we know you care, but I ain't gonna lie. Like, sometimes we just don't be wanting to hear it because we got to hear it at home. And then we got to come to school and we got to hear from you. And, like, I mean, at the end of the day, like, we going to do what we want to do. And I'm just like, oh, my goodness. And so it's easy to internalize that and just to be hard on yourself and to be like, well, what can I do to make it better? And just to want to be one to save the world. But one thing I have realized and recognized in education is that, like, as educators, like, we are not these superheroes with capes that are going to be able to save and to solve every problem. Like, we just can't do it. I wish we could, but we can't. And so my school system currently has, they're looking for more mentors because we have mentoring programs in the schools. So I've been really trying hard to get everybody I know in my city to really come out and start mentoring these kids, because for me, like, I'm doing my part as far as like being in the classroom, but like, these kids really need to see more people who have, grown up similar to them, or not even similar to them, but can give them wisdom from another perspective and to show them like what success can look like. Because I feel like for some of our kids, they truly are going to be products of their environment, and it's very disheartening. I was talking about environments today when I was talking about enzymes. And so I was asking them, like, oh, well, do you feel like, people are a product of their environment? And it was interesting to hear the kids' responses, because for some of the kids, it was like, yeah, like, of course, if that's what you're around, that's what you're going to do. But there was a good majority of the kids that was like, no, like, I can decide what I want to do. So it's just good. I'm always just trying to prime them and just kind of get in their heads and see where they're at. Let's see. I think I just missed a message from Logan. Said, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. You can't make them drink. Can you say that again? That is so, so true. That is so true. And that's all I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to lead them to the water. But at the end of the day, like, if they're not going to drink the water, like, what can I do? And it's not a point of me like wanting to give up or anything on my kids, but it is a reality that I am reminded about on a day to day. And that is where, if you are not aware and you're not taking that time to really deal with those issues and what it looks like, it can very easily become fatiguing for you, fatiguing for myself to say. And I mean, same thing, like I said, I know a lot of you guys are in healthcare or interested in healthcare. It's the same thing when you have your future patients who you're like, hey, you have diabetes. I need you to lose some weight. I need you to stop eating XYZ. And they ultimately decide that they're going to do what they want to do. Like, hey, I've given you the tools, but now you have to use them. And so, whew, yeah, it can be very real. I know yesterday I had to just kind of sit back and woosah and just do my reflection and awareness of where I am, and just trying to make sure that I'm not carrying a load that is too heavy for me to carry, and understand that, like, I am doing what I can with the resources that I have. And so that's one reason why I love education, but I know that education is not long term. It does not have longevity for me because the cause that I want to affect is really not in the classroom. Like educators, we are so important. I promise we are so important, but like the issues that our kids have, like I want to deal with those issues outside of the classroom. Like it's hard trying to juggle teaching my kids biology so that they can pass their graduation test and like dealing with the fact that some of my kids don't have just simple resources. Like I've showed y'all my little area in a room over here. So it's like, I don't know if y'all can see it or not. Hold on, let me flip it another way. So I've showed y'all like my little area with like my deodorant and stuff. But I got like some kids that really like, they ain't got no deodorant. Like I got this one little girl, she don't have no like sanitary. Every month she comes in asking for things. And like, so I just started buying her stuff once a month because I know that's a need that she, doesn't have fulfilled on a month to month. And so I just want to be able to create programming for our kids like that and to be effective on, I don't even want to say, I do want to say like on a larger scale for one, and to be able to focus. The counselors have a group at our school and they meet with the young girls, and they just started one for the boys as well. And so I have a couple girls who are part of it. I'm like, well, how is it? And they're like, oh, it's pretty good because they do deal with a lot of the issues that the kids experience as high schoolers. But one thing that I realized that a lot of my kids struggle with is their anger management. So I asked them, like, well, does the program like touch on that and giving you guys your skills to kind of deal with your anger? And they're like, no, they don't. And like I had a kid tell me, she was like, Miss Grandma, like I need a counselor. Like I need help because I know that I'm angry and I don't know how to deal with my anger. And so, hold on, sorry, something popping up. And she was like, I'm angry. Like I don't know how to deal with my anger. And so it's just like, you could easily be like, oh, you ain't got nothing to be, what you got to be angry about? And like how some people just dismiss these young people, but she's clearly crying out and she's clearly saying like, I need extra guidance. And so I definitely want to be able to create programming for our kids that can address some of these deeper issues. And of course, we do have, some counselors throughout the school, but a lot of our kids, they don't even want, especially our young men, oh my goodness, they don't want to go talk to nobody. And the thing is, like, you have to be able to build that rapport, with the kids. And everybody just does not have the ability to build rapport in a quick manner to be able to really figure out what is going on with these kids in a quick amount of time. And so, especially my boys, I've talked to them about like therapy and stuff like that, and they're like, I ain't talking about nobody I don't know, so they really need people that they trust. And that's why they really, the power of mentorship is so important. And these kids, they just need mentors. So I don't know, Logan, you teach though, so can you chime in and let me know like kind of what your thoughts are? Like, where are you? We're October in the school year right now, and you already know it starts to get real as we get closer to Thanksgiving. But where are you? Like, are you feeling compassion fatigue right now? Like, how are you dealing with your day to day and with your kids? So yeah, but yeah, again, like compassion fatigue, it can be very real. It can definitely set you back some if you don't recognize what it is. Like when I start to feel myself getting fatigued, like I really have to step back. Because even a couple weeks ago, I was like, who saw? Like I was like, I mean, do I gotta go to work today? Like, do I gotta go tomorrow? Because I was just tired. Like literally, like it could just emotionally drain you. It can just physically drain you. It's just a lot sometimes to deal with. So if you'd like to chime in, please chime in the comment section, even if you're not on live right now, like in your perspective field, like how do you deal with passion fatigue? Like what does that look like for you? How are you navigating it? Hey, at school, but in between classes. Hey, princess, how you doing? Ooh. Oops, sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Logan said, I normally try to leave space and time for the kids to discuss their problems. I don't mind having a class period where I listen to how they're doing. Awesome. Just on the run. Oh, that is awesome. I'm glad that you are doing well. That is great to hear. Stress. Ooh, stress is real, right? How you coping with your stress right now? Um, oh yeah, Logan. Yeah, that's good too. That's definitely good. I definitely try to give the kids space, but I know that I'm very in tune to my kids for sure. So I usually can pick up when something isn't quite right with my kids, and I usually try to give them that space to deal with that. And I know that I do really well with getting kids to open up, and sometimes I don't even be trying to. Like, it's crazy because like I give them the space, but like it's like the more space I give, it's like more of an invitation for them to kind of tell me things that's going on. So I know I love my kids, but like sometimes like for my lunch period, I'm like, y'all can't come in here for lunch today. Like I just need a moment to myself because I just, I take on so much and I care so much and I love my kids so much that like I wish I could solve all their problems, but I know that I can't. So now, like I said, it's about giving them tools and equipping them so that they can have, healthy emotional awareness and healthy just coping skills, like I've said. Hey, I see a couple more people on. Let's see. When I thought I let them try to figure what will work best, and yes, lunchtime was important for me to do some thinking. Oh, thank you for sharing, Princess. Ooh, hold on, y'all. I be jacking up. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, sorry. Let's see. Logan said, take upon the yoke of Christ while he carries my own weight. Yes, that is so true. Man, prayer is so powerful. Like, I literally, before I come in class, like, I literally be just praying, like, Lord, just allow me to be a light for one wherever I go because I always want to be a positive example for my kids. So when I'm dealing with things, like I let them know, like, look, life is not always going to be perfect. Like we're going to go through things. Like, but my favorite quote, I think I've told y'all that I tell my kids is like life is 10% of what happens to you and 90% of how you react. And so we always talk about like the reaction, like was it warranted? You know what I mean? Like, and like kids are always like such and such made me mad, such and such they did this, and I'm like, look, you made the choice to make yourself mad. Like you made the choice, you know what I mean? Like can't nobody make you mad. Like you gave them that power. And sometimes, that may be your choice that you want to be mad, but don't say that somebody else made you mad. Princess V, you're teaching them a wonderful lesson. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Princess. But yeah, so I have to pray. You got to bring your holy oil in sometimes. I know when I had first started med school, I literally brought some oil in and I prayed over every chair in the auditorium. And then even for my classroom, like I pray over every chair, like whoever sits in this chair, like Lord, I just pray that even if they don't know you, that they will be able to just get a glance, just be able to get a glance of you. You know what I mean? And even if it's through me, allow me to be the light to show them who you are. And so for those kids that I know have a relationship with God, I always try to, navigate and bring some word into them as well to just help them with their perspective. But for the ones who don't, I always, try to find a way to still give them those principles without being like too churchy for them. Right. Thank you, Princess. So, Princess, do you, you said you're in between classes. Princess, do you teach? If so, what do you teach or do you used to teach? Tell us more. Tell us more. So, yeah, but, oh, yeah, last week was definitely quite a week dealing with some of the kids and just trying to get some of their essential needs taken care of. And then you talk to some of the parents, and especially with high school, like some of these parents have been dealing with issues when it comes to like behavior issues and just dealing with their kids. um, since really kindergarten. You know, like they've been having teachers calling them year in, year out. And then by the time they get to high school, a lot of these parents, they're just fed up. They're like, look, they almost 18. They gonna be out my house. Like, that's your issue. And so it's just crazy. Like, especially a lot of my boys. Like, a lot of my boys, they have like issues with their moms. So when they have issues with their mamas and they don't respect their mama, me as a woman, you already can imagine how they gonna come in trying to treat me. So I have to get them together. Like, look, I don't know what your relationship with women in authority have been, but I ain't her, whoever her is in your life. And so I'm always trying to, just get them to respect themselves for one, and so that they can, have a level of respect for others as well. Not currently teaching, but Princess is not currently teaching, but used to teach K through 12. Great. Oh, that's awesome. So, Princess, as you know or do not know, I actually took my little hiatus from teaching and when I was in med school, and now I'm back in the classroom. Princess is now just dealing with my requirements to be able to apply to med school. Oh, awesome. How many requirements do you have left to apply to med school? And then if you don't mind me asking, what state do you live in? Logan said, hey, let's get on this journey to med school. I know that's right. You see, Princess, you got support in there. Definitely love teaching. I do. It's like, it's bittersweet, though, because it's teaching, it take a lot of energy. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I know everybody be trying to give like roses and the petals, and oh, it's so rewarding, but this is draining too. Like, I'm still at my school now trying to figure out teaching my kids enzymes, trying to figure out how I'm gonna make these enzymes stretch out tomorrow. So it's definitely a struggle trying to figure out these labs, and I got my little hairpins that I'm gonna use as inhibitors for my kids. So I'm up here trying to get it together. But yeah, it's rewarding, but it is very, very draining, especially depending on what type of school you at. Like, I ain't gonna lie, if I was like at a STEM school and I had kids that was highly motivated, like, it would probably be a little lit because we would be doing a whole bunch of stuff. But because we got, when you in Title One inner city schools, it's just a little bit different. It's a little bit different. All right. Okay. Sorry. It had click. It says, Logan said, I have a love hate relationship with the classroom. Can you say it again? Because, some days you just be feeling so accomplished, and other days you be like, ugh, like, I'm trash. Like, this is not it. Like, I be having some real good lesson plans, and then other days I'm like, I just knew my lesson plan was about to bomb, and the kids be like, I assessed them, and I'm like, did we just not talk about it at all? Like, I'm confused. Okay, let's see. Princess says, in the middle, you have experience. What's the best to major in for med school? Um, to be honest, I don't think that there is a best major for medical school. I think majoring in something that you enjoy is fine because you have to get the prerequisites regardless. So I think that ultimately, I think traditionally, students would just major in like biology or pre med, whatever that made up pre med came from. And I think that that was like kind of the acceptable thing. But I think that now that they are realizing that empathy is definitely a big thing in medicine, and they're trying to find more holistic physicians that they really want people that just have experience and just care about people, whatever that looks like. So I think that it'll be very important for you to major in something that you enjoy. And the fact that you have teaching experience is phenomenal because they love teachers. I'll tell you that. Like, my interview, that's all we talked about. Like, oh my gosh, you were a teacher. Tell me some of your stories. They were very intrigued. But I had friends who were psychology majors and animal science majors and came from pre-law and social workers and people that are non-traditional in the sense that they didn't go from 4 years undergrad straight to med school. I think it's kind of 50-50 with a lot of schools now. There's a lot of people that are realizing that experiences are really weighing in on a heavier route when it comes to these schools. Let's see. And then say, Logan asked Princess a question. Hey, Princess, are you doing a second degree plan? Oh, Princess said it's a third degree. Okay, Princess. I am a RN. Okay. And a master's in education. Oh, wow, Princess. You doing it. Oh. Hold on. I might go, girl. The diverse PhD. Hey, how you doing? Hey, hey. Happy, what day is today? Happy Tuesday. And then Logan, Logan got the eyes. He said, if you don't mind me asking, why MD instead of PA or MP? Oh, that is a good question. That is a good question. Yes, why MD instead of PA or MP? And if you guys are on and you don't know PA is physician assistant and MP is nurse practitioner. And, and Logan, I have a question why you got the eyes. So I'm sending you eyes too. How are you coming along with coming up with your plan for the classes that you need for med school? Yes, I'm checking in for you. And a diverse PhD, can you give us an update? How you doing? And Princess V said, because I always wanted to be an OB-GYN. Oh, that is so awesome. Now, I cannot wait when you get into med school, Princess. I cannot wait to follow your journey because I want to know if you're going to actually end up going into OB-GYN or if you're going to have a change of heart later down the line. I had a couple of my friends who wanted to be OB-GYNs and they ended up choosing other specialties at the end. So I'm very interested to see what you end up choosing. The diverse PhD, happy Tuesday, everyone. Hey, the diverse PhD, I ain't talked to you in a while. How you been doing? I did a live I think it was like last week or the week before the week before last, and I accidentally deleted it. I don't know how that happened, but I couldn't find it. So my apologies. I was just giving y'all an update with my life. Logan, are you in MD school? Logan actually is a high school teacher right now, but Logan is on his path to get his MD because he's getting his life together as well as we speak. Let's see, the diverse PhD. I'm good at work trying to get as much stuff done before the holidays. That is nice. What are you doing for the holidays? What's your plans? Y'all, I'm still trying to figure out my life for the holidays. I don't know yet. These tickets are like ridiculous. Like it's so crazy. I was going to go to Mobile for Thanksgiving, but the tickets to I was gonna fly to New Orleans. The tickets just to fly into New Orleans and back. It's really coming back on that Saturday or that Sunday. Cause I was a physician, but I'm struggling with finding money for pre-med courses. I am trying to get my life together. Logan, like Logan, we have to get your life together. We already started talking about these side hustles, and I guess my question is, yeah, no, no, rest is good. Rest is good. We're talking about, can you just kind of chime in and let us know, like, what are some things that you did to cope with your degree? What would it be in? What Logan is getting his real dramatic, don't mind me. I was like this. I was like this. You guys, I'm at Mal 7 and I'm so tired. Y'all, it was so much fun. Let me tell y'all. It was so fun running a half marathon. I was so tired though. The struggle was real, but it was fun. I had a good time. And I hope y'all got a chance to watch that vlog. If y'all didn't, make sure y'all go. Make sure y'all go watch me out. Okay, let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. The diverse PhD said that the video keeps buffering. I'm sorry, and it probably don't help that I was running around. I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired. Just doing that little run. Nothing. Okay. Princess V said you can do it at Logan. Have a good evening, everyone. We appreciate it. Hopefully we can see you soon. Nice meeting you. Oh, talking about my half marathon. I'm sorry. Diverse PhD, you're back. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know I was running around in my classroom too, so that probably didn't help if it's already been buffering. My apologies. The diverse PhD, do you think that Logan should pursue a second bachelor's degree? Because he does not want to wait any longer. And then Logan, I don't know if you had missed it or not. I was just asking again, what would you pursue your second bachelor's degree in? And are you thinking of? Oh, thank you for hearing these stories. Now, I clearly didn't do a marathon with my little mess up their toe, and so. Like one of my friends from med school, when she did a marathon, she literally lost all of her toenails. And so I was just like, oh, is this my toenail? Y'all, guess what it was? Come to find out. When I got home, I was like, I'm so scared to take off my shoe. And so I finally took off my shoe. Y'all, guess what I figured out was on the shoe? Because it was literally, y'all saw it. It looked like it could have been something. It was, I think it was the Gatorade from like running and um let's see. Okay. So yeah, so my toenail is fine. I went and got my feet done like a couple days later. My toe was hurting a little bit, but I definitely still have my toenail, so I'm excited. You guys see me now? It said it was buffering, but I think it should have stopped now. I'm so sorry. University. Okay. I got you. I got you. So I guess I know you said that you'll be in your pre-med requisites because if it's only 2 or 3 classes, if you're talking about doing a whole nother bachelor's degree, that may be a couple of years versus saving money for 1 year, possibly if you had to, and paying straight out for another year. Even though it would be 2 years to do it the second way, I think that it would be possibly a good idea to save and to get the program the other way, because I don't think that necessarily having a second bachelor's degree will make you, I guess, more competitive in any way per se. Um, as well, if you were pursuing a bachelor's degree. And then I'm wondering, is there any way that you could possibly pursue a master's degree but still take undergrad classes? Because I know when I was getting my master's degree, I was still getting like some of my prereqs since I didn't have an undergrad degree in education. So I wonder if you could do like something like that, like a master's route, but still get some of your undergrad degrees. Oh, you need all of the courses. Oh, oh, okay. That, okay. I think I'm back now. Okay. Oh, diverse PhD. Was looking back at your comment. No, I think that is awesome. I don't know much of it, but I know that Logan is very passionate about being a physician. So, pretty sure he's going to try to stay on track for the physician route, which is great. But we got to figure out how he's going to get the funding to get his prerequisites that he needs. Okay, so yeah, I about to say that is basically all your science classes. So I guess what would you get your bachelor's in? And then again, would you, I don't know, I think I was buffering, but would you have to retake all of your classes? Not all of your classes, but would you have to still work while trying to get your second bachelor's degree? And like work, I mean like work full time. Because I'm just trying to figure out how long it would take. I know you said you're ready to get this journey going. And then also, I wonder, I'll have to look up some programs for you, but I know there was like a program in Atlanta. I can't think of what school it was, but it was for people who were non-science bachelor undergraduate degrees, and they basically allowed you to get your prerequisites within their program. I think their program is like an accelerated year program. And so I don't know if Texas has anything like that or if you would be wanting to go back to your hometown. But I think that's something worth looking into is like post-bac programs that allow you to get your prerequisites because you still may be able to get funding to do that, financial aid funding for that. Some things that we need to get in some more, but I definitely would look into. So I'm gonna look at see if I can find any post back programs. I forgot what school it was in Atlanta because I had one of my mentees who had did a program. She decided she wanted to be a doctor afterwards, and she didn't have her pre met pre-rec. I'm looking now. Sorry. Let's see. It says open to highly motivated pre-med program offers the rigors of medical school and a supportive post-bac cohort environment. Uh, Only during it. See, this one, they only offer classes during the day. But there is a linkage affiliation to Mercer University. So I'm looking now. All right. Oh, the diverse PhD. Are you back on? I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't know it was gonna be buffering so bad today. Formal structure. So that's what I'm trying to look at, things for like career changers, non-science backgrounds. In the evening. Oh, some of these like postbacks and stuff, they're so expensive. It's ridiculous. Let's see. Okay, so I'm looking now. So, oh, the diverse PhD. Oh, I'm just looking now at some possible postbacks that are for like non-traditional students who don't have science backgrounds. And I'm looking at, it looks like there are some out here. I'm just trying to find out a little bit more. And then, of course, we need to find you some funding too, because that's real. And then, because some of these programs, they got certificates and stuff, but you're not looking for that per se. Okay. Okay, do me a favor, Logan. I want you to email me so I can have your email. Email me at, let me see. I don't know if I can chat to you guys on here. I think this is just showing me chat options. Okay, email me at grounded in purpose. It's not IN, just grounded, the letter N, purpose. .com. Okay, sorry, it's still buffering. It's still buffering on my end. Okay. It said, my email is, I don't know if you can hear me because it's showing like the little lines like that, but my email is grounded in the letter N, purpose, at gmail.com. So if you could email me there, I don't know if you can even hear me now. Let me know if you can hear me now. But if you go there, I'm going to look up some programs for you. And I'm going to send you some, but we're going to have to fit. Okay, you can, good. Sorry, it's just, so sorry if it's like all this blank time that I'm not saying anything. I didn't know if you could hear me or not. But yeah, if you could email me, and I'm going to help you find some programs to apply to. I'm looking right now. We're going to find you some programs to apply to. Do you have a preference? Are you trying to stay in Texas? Is there any location that you're looking, you and your wife looking to move? Because I want to say, I think you're from Louisiana originally. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I think so. Yeah, forgive me if I'm wrong. I can still hear, although it is still buffering. Oh, okay. So sorry, y'all. I got all these pauses. I just thought y'all couldn't hear me at all. So yeah. Logan, hit me up. We're going to look for some programs for you. And we're going to see what some other options are for you. Let me know how I can, oh, the diverse PhD says, let me know how I can help as well. The diverse PhD, you are just so amazing too. I'm always happy when you log on to my lives as well, even though, like you said, I don't get to really see you much. I think maybe one other time, but you are so awesome every time you get an opportunity to come on. And then, exactly, that's what I was gonna say, you and your wife. That's why I said you and your wife, where y'all wanna be. Where is the compromise? Well, make sure y'all, well, I'll give you a list of programs and then, you know, you can discuss it with her and see what some of your options are as well. For sure. Yeah, it is definitely real out here though. These finances is, whoo, it's real life. These loans is real life. So I understand trying to multitask and do it all. So what do you all have planned for the rest of the evening? Y'all see all my little bags and my toothpicks. And then I gotta go to the store and get some more. I ran out. I thought I bought 1,000. I don't know why I thought it was gonna be enough for all my classes. But I'm gonna have to get some more. Logan said, y'all really coming in clutch. I prayed for divine connections a couple days ago. Oh no, for sure. For sure. But this is what I love to do. I just love to connect people and give people resources. Like, if I gotta connect, if I gotta plug, I got you. That's what I love to do. It makes me so happy. So yeah, what y'all eating for dinner? I'm over here getting ready to pack it up. And then put in grades this evening. Hey, I see a third person just logged in. How you doing? Hey. I don't know. It's showing that it's buffering. So I'm assuming that you guys, I don't know if y'all can see me, but you guys said y'all could hear me. My apologies. I'm gonna have to figure this one out because that ain't the move. Pizza because grades are due Saturday, the end of the week. Oh my goodness, last week was the end of the quarter for us because our grades were due and whoo, it was real. But we did get a day off of work to put in grades, so I'm happy that's done with for sure. The Diverse PhD said, thanks. I'm always happy to help whenever and wherever I can. No, we appreciate it. We appreciate it. And Diverse PhD, do you have plans for the holidays? If so, where you going? Where you going? I be really want my room to look like something before I leave, for sure. So I'm just over here getting my life together. All right, it's still buffering a little bit. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with the buffer game. Again, my apologies. I tried. Okay, well, I don't know how delayed this is. Let's see, not yet. Only thing. Oh, you did tell me that Diverse PhD. I'm sorry. Logan, did I ask you, Logan, what you was doing for the always needed? The only thing on my holiday agenda is rest. I know my holiday agenda got some food on there though too. Hopefully somebody cooking some ribs or something for Thanksgiving. That's what I want. I want some good old ribs. And what else I want? I'll do a fried turkey, but I don't want no like regular turkey, no little baked turkey. My taste buds have matured past the baked turkey. It gotta be fried or it gotta be smoked for sure. That's what, ooh, that sounds so good. Oh, y'all, and my battery about to be going dead on my phone. That means we all need to be productive for the rest of our evenings. And then I know, Logan, you said you got grading to do, so I definitely understand because that was my life last week. I was looking crazy. And in my mind, I was like, oh, this is nothing. Like, I got this. And I was like, ooh. I started looking at all them grades. I was like, ooh, we're going to have to make something happen. So, yeah, I would love some barbecue and or smoked turkey. Yes, that sounds so good. That's what I'm hoping happens. That's what last year I did, like non-traditional. I just did like some ribs. We grilled some ribs. We did like some of your traditional sides, but I was like, I don't want turkey and ham and all that this year. So it was really good last year. But yes, well, it has been a blessing to chat with you all. I know I was everywhere in the conversation. I talked a little bit about compassion, inner city specifically, and I appreciate y'all for coming to chat with me and taking time out of y'all busy, wonderful, fabulous days. And I hope to chat with you all soon. In my next video, maybe we can talk a little bit more about this half marathon that I ran and why I'm not about this life and I have no intentions of doing it ever again. So, yes, I will talk to you all soon and enjoy your evening. All right, bye.